live coverage of XpoNorth as it happens.
This is XpoNorth Live.
Executive producer of Team Rock Games, Brian Baglow, is joining me today to discuss the gaming industry's place within the creative industries. Welcome, Brian.
Hello, Willie. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent.
Very well. Now, Scotland is producing some amazing work just now within the gaming world. How can we encourage this talent to stay local?
It's really simple. The games industry has a massive advantage over film and television. We don't need a studio. We don't need a huge facility and hundreds of people. Look at all of the people that you brought with you today. This is amazingly sort of ambitious, especially in Inverness. Games can be made now by two guys in a back bedroom in Arbroath, and they can still launch them on the world stage alongside the Grand Theft Autos, the Minecrafts and everything that you've heard of so far. The biggest opportunity for the games sector is getting out and finding that new audience, because games aren't confined to consoles anymore. It's not your Xboxes and your PlayStations. More and more people are now playing games on these things. It's your smartphones, your tablets, and the challenge is to make games that is going to appeal not just to the first-person shooter fans and the Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto fans, but to go out and appeal to their mums and their grands and their dads and their dogs and their doctors and their dentists and everyone else who's got one of these devices. So I don't think we've got a problem with people staying local. I think the problem that we've got is just making an impact in a market that's already so busy.
Why do you think Scotland is doing so well with the games industry?
Because games are awesome, and making games is better than having a real job. Seriously, we have 4 universities producing games graduates. We've got 6 of the colleges. Most of the country's colleges are now producing games graduates through the HNC and HND programme. It's easier, faster and cheaper than it has ever been in history to make video games now. There are tools out there that put game creation into the hands of 8 to 12-year-olds. So we are getting more and more people coming through who have the ability to go and make games. And the opportunities for them are now primarily entrepreneurial. So you can go and start up your own company like that. We don't have too many rockstar games. We've only got the one. We don't have too many huge big studios. But what we do have is we've got an entire culture, a whole generation that are growing up, looking at video games and going, I can do that. I want to do that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go and do that.
How can we encourage the links between the gaming industry and the wider creative industries to create bigger projects? That's
the big question. That's the $100 million question. Prizing game developers away from their monitors is really hard. Trust me, I've tried pizza, I've tried free beer, but getting out into the healthy fresh air and sunshine is not something that they tend to enjoy. As far as I'm concerned, the biggest opportunity here is the fact that interactive media is fundamentally transforming every aspect of the creative industries. Film, television, writing, authorship, musicians, everybody has to now know about technology to some degree, because more and more people are consuming their entertainment on their phones and their tablets. But the games industry still wants to focus on collecting coins, rescuing princesses and blowing crap up in ever more photorealistic detail. Whereas if people actually recognise that, with these skills, we could be working with the film production companies, the TV production companies, the writers, the musicians, the authors, everybody out there, we could actually go out and kickstart an entire new revolution in the creative industries. How we get them out and how we get them to pay attention to that, if I knew that, I would be out doing it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Brian. And
You